with like a crazy thing like that, and then it goes back to show how it got to that, to what led to that.
Kind
And
of like that episode of Walking Dead where you saw just one melon in the blood.
yeah, yeah, Walking Dead has actually been doing that a bit now,
Yeah.
where it'll at the intro it'll have something, and then it goes back like 12 hours earlier or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so they went to Mars.
With the Ice Warriors.
Ice Warriors, right? Which we haven't seen the Ice Warriors since Matt Smith.
It's... Num num. That has been a while since the Ice Warriors, and the sound of the Ice Warriors, the reminded me of the Cybermen. And did you catch Bill's comment about the technology? Oh, you'll love this upgrade. But when she said that, I thought, yeah, because you don't know about the Cybermen yet.
No, we haven't even seen Cybermen this season yet, right?
Mm-mm.
I have a feeling that we'll see him though before it's out.
Yeah.
Kind of as just a weird random side note, when was the last time we ever saw the Weeping Angels? Matt Smith, right? When he had those Weeping Angel episodes?
Which raises the question, if a weeping angel saw silence, would it forget the encounter or move closer? I think it would move closer because the silence do that to humans. The angels aren't human.
Yeah, so that's, yeah, because the silence erase them from your memory. The Weeping Angels,
I'm sorry. My bad. Didn't mean to hit that.
the Weeping Angels can only move when you're not looking at them. So I don't think the silence would affect him really.
I don't think it would.
I mean, can the silence erase them from the Weeping Angels' memory if they're frozen? If the silence are looking at them, you know, so they're frozen. I think that they would have to be alive.
Yeah, and then, like, what time would they send the silence back to if they've been there? The silence would just show up in the like, be like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah, and that's what the Weeping Angels do. They send you back to a different time period.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. If you notice, like that was kind of I noticed a lot of similarities with the monks this time with the silence.
Yeah.
They did the whole, oh, they've been here the whole time and we never noticed, and they manipulated humanity to do all these different things, you know.
Truth.
It was very similar to the silence.
Mm-hmm. But last night's episode was good. I didn't like that fucker that took charge, though. We will be prepared with our guns. And it's like, dude, suck a dick and die.
YouTube.
Sorry, my bad. Oops.
Yeah. But yeah, this episode had another one of those characters that are just so stupid and annoying and will not listen to the doctor, and it was kind of nice to see him meet his end.
Yeah, he's ignorant, but it was a good episode, and we will see you. And then whatever was going on with the TARDIS, ooh, and that reminds me.
Oh, how it ended!
You know what my mom thought of? So you know now the Master's coming back, as we've seen in previews.
The John Sim one.
What? Well, it actually wouldn't make sense now, but this is what she brought to my attention. Is what if when the Doctor regenerates, he regenerates into Saxon Master to help Missy carry on with grief, to help remind her of...
Well, we know Missy's gonna be leaving too, though.
Yeah, that's what I just realized too, and I didn't think to tell my mom that, but still, what if the...
And how can the Doctor regenerate into the Master? He would still be the Doctor. Maybe he would just look like...
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, he would still be the Doctor, but his face...
So John Saxon plays the Doctor? Or, well, John Sims was the actor's name?
Yeah.
So John Sims plays the Doctor? That would be an interesting twist.
Because the Doctor chose this face for a reason.
I don't think they're going to do that with the next Doctor, though. I don't think they're going to do another thing of where he regenerates into a face that we've seen in the series before.
Which really makes me wonder how the hell they're bringing Saxon back.
Well, that thing I read, remember, it said that he battles Missy or something. And that's what I think it's going to do. That's what's going to happen. You know how you see those movies where the bad guy sometimes has that one last redeeming quality before they die or whatever? I think we're going to see that with Missy because, you know, Missy this season has been... the doctor's trying to change her. It's been interesting. She's had moments, you know, like so far, I have no reason to believe that hasn't been sincere so far. Like it really looks like that she wants to change, but I have a feeling it's going to be one of those things where she does something really heroic and redeeming and good, and then she'll die / regenerate.
Something like that.
You can't kill off the Master, though. They have before, and the Master's been resurrected and brought back so many times. Because remember, the Master's been resurrected by the Sisterhood of Karn, too.
That's true.
The Master has been killed before.
It was a good episode, though, and I liked how the Queen was like, I value your opinion in this room full of men.
Yeah, that was interesting to see her do that, like, wanting.
Like, I wasn't expecting that.
I know, I like Bill's reaction, too, because she's like, me? like all these guys in here.
What?
Yeah, I've really been liking Bill this season, too. I knew I was going to, and I'm glad...
Yeah.
That she has been really good this season.
I like Bill. She's funny.
You know what? This dawned on me earlier today too. Is I realized we didn't see the preview for next week's episode.
You're right. We didn't.
Because it went in. Because Orphan Black started after, and I immediately just went right back to streaming.
And I was on my phone, and then I passed out from tooth pain.
Yeah. So.
And then you scared me awake a few times, and I'm like, "What's going on? What? What?"
I'm like, move over. We're going to bed.
I'm like, oh, okay. You scared
yeah,
me.
so and I remember the ending is, you know, the Doctor. Well, yeah, because that's the thing. Throughout the episode, the TARDIS, for whatever reason,
wait, go back.
Left with Nardole inside. Left Mars, and ironically enough, and like you said, it goes back to that thing. The TARDIS takes you where you need to go. So why the TARDIS take him back there? You know, the TARDIS would know that he would need Missy's help, and it's like the TARDIS is trying to push this along. You know, like Missy, like show the Doctor that.
Well, what do you call me? Sexy.
I know, only when we're alone. Like it's like.
Right.
Did
you wish really, really hard? Oh, shut up. Love it. It was a good episode, though. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good. I'm trying to remember what number that was, because we got to be getting very, very close to the end.
That was... Hi, Smitty?
7, was it? Or are you just guessing?
I'm guessing.
I don't
There
know.
was... the water one. We first meet Bill.
Right, okay, so the water one.
Thin ice.
Well, the emoji one was the second one.
Yeah, so that the water one, the emoji one, thin ice.
Thin ice was the third one.
After thin ice, it was the two-parter?
3, 4, 5. No, I think after thin ice, I think there was one more. Then the two-parter.
The astronaut one.
That's right, when he lost his sight. And then the two-parters were after that.
Yeah. So how many is that?
So 4, 5, 6. So I think that actually was 7.
Nice.
If not, it's very close. If not, there might be, maybe there's one more that we're forgetting. So about 7 or 8. So we're
guess.
Probably about like 3/4 of the way through though.
Probably, yeah.
A safe bet, we're about 75% around that area through the season. So, and that's why, I mean, you could tell it's ramping up, because when last night's episode ended, the Doctor went into the TARDIS, saw Missy at the controls of the TARDIS, and he's like, oh no, Oh no. I didn't I didn't
Yeah.
agree. I didn't agree to this. Like, what the hell are you doing right there? With her hands like on the TARDIS too. Like she had the lever that he pulls back to. Yeah. I love the look on his face when he was laying down like yelling at Bill down into the hole, and he could hear the TARDIS leaving, and he's like,
What? Goes around, Nada, what are you doing?
I liked him how he told Bill too that they're stranded on Mars. He's like, because they were sitting at the table with the other people, and he's like, the TARDIS is kind of gone, and we're stranded here. But
Right? And she's like, wait, what?
yeah, it was cool. It was cool to see the Ice Warriors again, though. Because like we said, we hadn't seen him in a couple seasons. We got to see. Well, because that Ice Warrior episode a couple seasons ago with Matt Smith, back then, we thought that was the last of his kind, right? We thought he was this long lost, because that's what he said. I remember Matt Smith saying he was this long lost warrior. So it was neat to see them uncover the Ice Queen. Is that what she was called? Mm-hmm. The Ice Queen, and then she was able to awake all the other Ice Warriors. They'd been, and I guess they were. The thing that was kind of overlooked was, I mean, Mars was their planet. They're the native Martians. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really pick up on that on the Matt Smith Ice Warrior episode, was that they're actually like kind of like reptilian. They didn't really, because I don't think that guy made that clicking noise, did he? Like that they do?
I'm not sure.
And it was funny. I mean, they remind me a lot of Predator.
They did, yes, they did.
See, and I'm trying to remember in Predator when they go to it's a different planet that Predator's on, but I don't think it's not like Mars, or I think it's just a planet. I don't think it's like a real planet. I think it's I can't remember. Yeah. I haven't seen Predator in a long time. I'd have to see it, but they definitely reminded me a ton of Predator. She had the like kind of helmet, dreadlock kind of thing.
I don't think I've actually saw Predator, and I know like the previews and like what she looked like, but
no, Predator they're more male.
Well, of course they are. No, I'm kidding.
Well, they're more male-like. I mean, obviously they're aliens, so it's like, what are they, you know? But they're more male-like. Yeah. What? No, so that means you probably haven't seen the original Arnold Schwarzenegger one, or then the remake. They did a recent
Alien vs Predator. Nope.
Yeah, but no, there was another one, the Adrian Brody one. It was Predator.
You guys have a movie called Alien? No wonder they're invading you.
That's offensive. But it's dope though, cause like Predator, they're like bounty hunters. When in one of the Predator movies, one of the humans makes it onto the ship, one of the Predator ships, and they literally have a wall of all these like skulls, because they keep trophies. You know, they're literally like bounty hunters. Actually, like hunters is kind of the better thing to say. Hunters. I mean, there's all these. You can tell all the skulls are like different species too. You know, there's like humans, and you can tell they're alien skulls, and because they keep all the heads as trophies, they're savage ass things, really. I'm trying to remember the name of the kind of recent one that was it was a really good movie actually. It had Adrian Brody in it. It even had Topher Grace in it, the kid from that 70s show. It had
Why does my color change sometimes?
What?
Is it always blue?
Oh, your name? In chat? It's different because on that one it's there. I think Homicidals is always red. It's because you can change it in your settings. And I think if it's the default, it just changes. It's random. Because I changed mine in my settings, and it's like a red. And
like Stylus
and Stylus is always the same color.
Yeah. Only Stylus is a darker red, and Homicidal is more brighter red.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you just change it. It just comes down to that.
Should change it fuchsia.
Probably could. Yeah. Sure you can.
Makes sense. Fusha only, Fusha.
It would probably help with people pronouncing your name too.
Fusha.
Right.
I'm gonna give you a name. Oh, really? You've thought of one? What is it? I don't know if you like it. Well, what is it? Fuchsia. What's fuchsia? It's a color.
And you're like,
Purple
ooh, I
and
like
pink.
that color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a purplish, pinkish.
It's the color between purple and pink. And I'm like, I do like that color. It fits quite well.
Mm-hmm. And it worked for me because it was a color I used to use a lot, like in painting and stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. And then E3 came on, and I just gone back home, but I decided I would watch Orange is the New Black.
Right. Well, first, before we get into the Xbox briefing, I kind of want to get into. Yesterday was the EA one.
Mm.
Okay, here's the thing though. I kind of noticed EA's was called EA Play, but Xbox's today was the Xbox E3 briefing. And they were saying how this Xbox One was kicking off E3. So technically, I don't think EA's yesterday was part of E3. They just did it the day before it starts. You know what I mean? I think Xbox's conference today was like the Kickstarter.
The kaboom.
But to touch on EA's conference yesterday a little bit. It was really good actually. They showed off. Oh hell! Of course they showed off like FIFA, a little bit of Madden, their sports ones and stuff. But the big one that everyone was wanting to see finally was Star Wars Battlefront 2, and they actually did really good on it. At the end of the conference, they showed quite a bit of gameplay. They actually showed a match. It was a multiplayer match that. I believe I'm pretty sure that they were playing live. I only watched a little part of it because then it was at the end, and then I continued streaming because I actually kept the stream running. I switched over to an IRL stream, and I was watching on the tablet while a few people that were in chat was watching it as well, and they were still in chat, so we were kind of chatting as we were watching it.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember. I have a bad short-term memory. I'm trying to remember some. I didn't take notes or anything on that conference, so I'm trying to remember some of the other stuff.
Are you talking about Xbox?
No, the EA one yesterday.
Oh, that one I don't know.
Well, both of them you kind of don't know. You don't watch either of them.
I know that the Xbox was Life is
We're
Strange.
gonna get in. Not yet. We're getting into
Not yet.
You're gonna turn. We're trying to have a podcast this long. You're gonna turn it into this long.
Okay.
You just go like, oh yeah, okay, Scorpio's coming out this date, it's this price, it's this much, and then that. Okay, we're done. I'm just kidding.
I totally
but yeah, the real standout of EA's was Star Wars Battlefront 2. Oh yeah, they did show off Need for Speed, I think Payback, but I'm not really too hyped about that. I don't really play too many racing games. But actually, speaking of the Xbox One and racing games, they did show off the next Forza, and that thing looked pretty dope.
We did finally remember the name of the racing game that I loved. What was it again?
Project Gotham Racing, wasn't it?
Yeah, Project Gotham. I want to get that.
Yeah.
That was like the only racing game I ever liked.
Actually, the one we should probably get is this Forza one that they showed today. But alright, to hell with it. We'll get right into the Xbox one because we know that that's going to be the main clickbait of the title of this episode. Actually, Xbox Scorpio revealed. Oh, I should have saved a picture of it so I can pull it up onto the stream.
Aww.
That would have been awesome. But yeah, we finally got to see what the Scorpio looked like, and it was weird.
Sexy.
And it's dope looking.
Gorgeous.
And in all the like pre-E3 content we did, podcasts and daily doses and talking in streams. Out of all the pre-E3 content we did, I always said I really hope that the Scorpio kind of looks like the Xbox One S. I honestly wanted it to look like that because I think the Xbox One S is a really good looking console. And lo and behold, it pretty much is a black version of the Xbox One S. Actually, first things first, the Xbox Scorpio is actually called.
Actually, new word. Actually. I'm kidding. I'm being a smartass. Don't give me that evil dead stare. What is it called?
The Xbox One X.
S.
X.
S.
Exactly. See, how many times are you going to be talking about it and you're going to say, oh yeah, I got it for the Xbox One X, and they're going to think you said S.
X.
That's going to be so confusing. Okay, but the stream after, I was talking to Homicidal, and he was saying how he doesn't really care much for the name, and I honestly really don't either, but I can kind of see where they went with it, because they keep stressing out the fact that it is still in the Xbox One family with the Xbox One and the Xbox One S.
You know,
So it with having a name similar to those, it to the casual gamer and stuff, and or to non-gamers, you can tell that it's like in the same family.
two things. They should have just called it Scorpio.
That would have been
Second
fine.
thing is, what do you think Sheldon Cooper would think of the name?
I wouldn't be surprised if we have a Big Bang episode next season about him freaking out over the name.
Right.
I mean, I don't think any of us should be really too surprised by this. Microsoft has always been a little different in naming their consoles. I mean, they had Xbox, and then Xbox 360, and then their third one is named Xbox One.
Yeah.
Like, to start with, that was kind of odd. Then the 1S made sense because it's the Xbox One, but slimmer and smaller.
They should have just stuck with the name Scorpio, though. Xbox.
See,
Scorpio.
yeah, because it used to be Xbox Project Scorpio, but if they just did Xbox Scorpio, I'm sure a lot of people would have been fine with that. Mm-hmm. But the thing is that, like I was saying, that creates distance between the One and the Scorpio, and people would think it's a total new console, and that's not what it is. This isn't a new console generation.
That's true.
This is like what the PS4 Pro is to the PS4. It's what they call a mid-generation upgrade. That's what Mark Cerny from Sony stressed when they unveiled the PS4 Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And what Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, has talked about in the recent past is that's what the One X is just an upgrade. It's not like another complete generation. But he also said that he can see a future of console gaming where it's a little bit closer to the lines of PC, to where you don't see big generational gaps. You see smaller advancements in shorter time frames. So instead of seeing a new console generation every, what's a safe bet, 6 to 8 or 9 years. I mean, the PS3 had a long life cycle.
It did.
The PS3 and Xbox 360, those had one of the longest life generations of any console. Pretty much, it was almost like an 8 or 9 year life cycle. Where before that, the average console cycle was usually roughly about 4 or 5 years. And if you think about it, the PS4 and Xbox One came out in 2013, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really not too far off of an actual whole new generation of what the cycle was like before the PS3. Because the PS3 and 360 kind of threw it out of whack. But but I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what the console generation does. I mean, I think Xbox. Well, actually, I want to continue with some of the details on the One X before we move on to the conference as a whole. So the One X is going to be coming out November 7th for $499. And once again, out of all the pre-E3 content and stuff we did, when we were talking about the price, that was pretty much what I always said, right? Like, it couldn't be more than $499. Because the PS4 Pro is $399.
So let's see, we're in June, July, August, September, October, November.
6 months.
6 months. Save $100 a month. Boom. You got it.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I don't think they said anything about pre-orders. I mean, sometimes that comes down to retailer, but no, console like that, it's gonna be once Microsoft starts taking it. So I don't know. I mean, you'd have to imagine pretty soon you could probably start to pre-order it, but
Yeah, soon.
they did stress the fact that every game, accessory, well, I don't want to say peripheral because they didn't say anything about Kinect. I don't know how Kinect is gonna work for it, but in their exact words, they did say every game and accessory, Xbox One game and accessory will work on the Xbox One X. And I'm stoked on this too because they said obviously it's going to have what they've touted before, the true 4K gaming and 4K Blu-ray playback, so for movies.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but even if you still have a 1080p display like what we have, your games on the One X will still see an improvement.
Yeah.
Through a technique called super sampling. The PS4 Pro does that as well, but the Xbox One X is supposed to do it even more. I mean,
which is believable.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. They kept stressing the fact that it's true 4K gaming. The PS4 Pro, yeah, it can do 4K gaming, but it's not native. It's through these like checkerboarding and these crazy techniques to kind of upscale it to kind of like a 4K-ish kind of thing. But supposedly the Xbox One S, with it being way more powerful, it's supposed to be true 4K. Like, I don't think they used the word native 4K, but they kept saying true 4K.
True.
Yeah, and then as far as the release date, I mean, I heard a lot of people thinking they had rumors about it being like in September. And I always said no, they've been saying holiday. So I was thinking, I said sometime between Thanksgiving.
Wait, November.
Yeah, November 7th.
Think they would do it on Black Friday?
No, that's what I had said before, remember? I said, because they kept saying holiday 2017. So I always said, I thought it was going to be somewhere from Black Friday to middle December, somewhere in there. Not too close to the holidays. So I thought I thought I was going to see it somewhere from middle November to middle December, somewhere in that range.
I don't want them to do the release on Black Friday.
No, and I'm sure that their marketing team and all this probably talked about this, and I'm sure they're probably like, no, that is a shit show waiting to happen.
Right?
No. I don't think any console has ever really released around then.
Put the lid on it. He likes to take away my random toys.
Why don't you get you a freaking fidget spinner or something? Like, you sit here trying to have conversations, and I don't know how much you're even listening most of the time. Yeah, so I'm stoked that the price point is in that range that I was hoping, because any higher than $499, they're, because like I said before in our pre-E3 stuff, with the PS4 Pro being $399, with them advertising it as being a lot more powerful than the PS4 Pro, they can get away with charging more than that, but not too much.
$499 is a good price for a brand new console,
especially one with what they're saying. And this is what I was telling Inebriation today. This is because Inebriation and I, we were talking a lot before at the beginning of the stream today, before the show, and I was saying that they obviously can't go too far away from Sony's cost of the PS4 Pro, but they also can't go too high to where it's almost like getting close to PC ranges. Because if they went higher, think of it then. Say it was like $599, like $600. You're getting up to the point to where for not much more, you can get a pretty decent PC rig, right? And so, so then I think it's at that perfect price point. And then getting into the rest of the show, it's no secret. Phil Spencer has actually been talking a lot about it in recent times, that the hit on Microsoft and Xbox this generation with Xbox One is their lack of console exclusives. And there was interviews with Phil Spencer, over the last few weeks of him talking about that was one thing that they were really gonna stress at this year's show. And they knocked it out of the park, I would have to say. They came right out of the gate saying, I think they said that they were showing off, I think it was like 42 games, and they showed off 22 console exclusives.
T2. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because, there was... I didn't even realize they were going to come out with a Second Life is Strange.
No. That was actually one thing I don't think I heard any rumors about before. That was one of the ones that kind of came out of nowhere.
Which gets me on the fact that I didn't get started on the first one.
Yeah, because I think it said something about August.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like the next season, I think is what it is. I think it's...
yeah.
Because they do it in like seasons, I think is what they call it. One of the first games they showed off, oh my god, looked phenomenal. Metro Exodus. I've never played any of the Metro games, but this trailer that they showed for this was... it was incredible. And that's the thing, not only did they show off a lot of games that are exclusive to them, most of the games they showed off were really incredible looking. And I haven't even gotten to the biggest feather in their cap that they announced today. We'll get to that here soon. They finally showed off. We got to see Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yes.
Oh wait, real quick. Metro Exodus. They didn't have a date. All it said was 2018. I think it said like spring 2018 or something. Maybe. All I wrote down was 2018. So, but Assassin's Creed Origins. It has a release date of October 27th of this year. And that one looked really good too, and they actually showed gameplay. We actually got to see gameplay of Assassin's Creed Origins. And here's the thing too, everything they showed today was running on the Xbox One X. Like, they couldn't have done it better. They kicked off the show with the One X, with the Scorpio, right? They kicked off the show with that, and then everything, and then they immediately said, there's 42 games, 22 of them console exclusive. And then after that, it was just game after game after game after game, and it seemed like every single one was like exclusive, world exclusive, console exclusive, world premiere, and it was just game after game after game after game, all running on 4K. And for the most part, most of it was all in-engine. We saw a lot of gameplay. There wasn't really a lot of like pre-rendered stuff, or not pre-rendered, but like CGI, and I mean, for the most part, most of it was in-engine. And they showed off State of Decay 2, which another console exclusive that is slated for spring 2018. We finally got to see Sea of Thieves gameplay. Now this one looks amazing as well. This is going to be one of their console exclusives that they gotta really knock out of the park. This will be, I mean, because this is those types of games that can really sell consoles. You know what I mean? Because they also said that the Xbox One, I think he said the One S, is selling at $249 now. I think that's a price drop, because I think it had been at $299.
I think so, yeah.
And Sony's PS4 Slim has been $249, because Sony dropped their price point on that a few days ago in anticipation for Xbox's conference, because they knew this was going to happen. They knew Xbox was going to talk about Scorpio. They were going to have a great show probably, so they're like, oh yeah, by the way, here, we're going to lower ours $50. Well, Microsoft said touche. They dropped theirs, and then
boom.
So Microsoft literally dropped the mic and said, your move, Sony. And Sony's conference is tomorrow, so what time is Sony's tomorrow? Let's see real quick. 7 p.m. Mountain Time, so that's 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern, if you're in America.
So that's...
But
what time?
7, our time. 7 p.m. tomorrow.
We'll be home.
Yeah, that's usually the time my streams start.
Oh.
Right around there, so... But yeah, Sea of Thieves, it was awesome seeing gameplay. I mean, that game looked incredible. You know, shared world, MMO, pirate adventure. I mean, there was even this awesome part where one ship of a bunch of human players was fighting another ship of a bunch of human players, and this dude was even able to climb inside the cannon, and the other player lit it, so he fired him out the cannon all the way across the ocean, landed on the enemy ship.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like and the dope thing too is that it was first person view, and the visuals are pretty dope. It's kind of because it's made by Rare, the people that did like Banjo-Kazooie, if you remember those games from the Nintendo 64. So it's kind of cartoony visuals, and it was awesome. He had this little pirate pistol, and he just like popped a bunch of enemy pirates, human player, human control too, and he killed everyone on the ship, and then so he was able to sail off on the new ship. And I mean, it's incredible. It pulled back and showed the world map, and there was tons of islands. The world map looked huge.
Mm-hmm.
And they went to one of the islands, and they were down in these caves, and the characters would bring up these maps, and it had clues, really cryptic, so you kind of have to figure out these clues. And then when they got to where they thought the treasure was, because of these clues, you literally can like start digging, and then there was the treasure, and then one of them picked it up, and then so they were running back to their ship, and then I mean there is also NPCs. There is also computer players, because then there was like these like kind of skull or skeleton kind of demon things popping up out of the ground that they had to fight off as they tried to make their way back to the ship. And those ones obviously I don't think were most likely not human controlled, so I think they are going to have NPC enemies as well too. I mean, you'd have to populate the world even more, because you can't literally have everyone in a world like that just human controlled, because worlds like that, you need it to feel vibrant and alive and living, you know, like a real world. So you're gonna have all these NPCs, and then the pirates, all the players are probably the pirates and stuff. That one, they didn't have an exact release date either. All it said on it was early 2018, so I can't wait to see more of that. That one definitely looked awesome. Then the game that I really wanted you to see that they showed off, Super Lucky's Tale, another console exclusive. It said November. I don't think it had an exact date. All I wrote down at least was November, but it's a platformer. It really, I can't remember, I didn't see who's making it, but it really called back to like Spyro, and reminded me of kind of, you know, those 3D platformers like Mario. Remember when Mario first went to like the 3D platforming, kind of Ratchet and Clank kind of style? It was like that. It was really cartoony. It was a little orange fox. Aww. He kind of reminded me of Tails. You remember Tails from Sonic and Tails? The little orange fox. He kind of reminded me of that. I think you would love that game, and it looked gorgeous. The colors were so bright, and I think I'll have to see if I mean, you have to watch this soon anyways. You have to watch this show.
I do.
Xbox knocked it out of the park.
I know. I was watching Orange is the New Black, and it's addicting, and I can't help it.
I mean, and
it's like the only thing I watch on Netflix when we have so many other shows to watch. I
know. There's a ton. So much stuff. And not only that, I mean, there's a lot of videos I need to get making for YouTube.
It's really hot.
I know, it's hot in here. I mean, there's a lot of
I'm gonna fill up the tub, ice cold water, just splat.
I know, I'm about ready to fill up the tub with ice and ice itself and just dive in.
Splat.
Yeah. Then the one that I think everyone's gonna be talking about game wise is BioWare's new IP that we finally got to see, Anthem. That one looked incredible. We actually saw gameplay of that as well already. I think that's incredible. Like we see gameplay this fast, because it was literally just announced yesterday at EA's conference, but we didn't see anything of it. It was just this really quick teaser, so we didn't see anything of it until today with the gameplay. And before today, it was already kind of being rumored as kind of like a like shared world MMO looter shooter kind of thing. So it's kind of been rumored as possibly being like a Destiny competitor. But it's made by BioWare, so it's, you know, the people that made Mass Effect. It kind of, I mean, what it showed was third person. So I don't think it switched to first person. Maybe you can switch to first person, I'm not sure. But what we saw in the trailer, well, in the demo, they actually didn't say trailer. It was a demo because it was a player demo. They were playing it. But it looked incredible. I mean, they you had these like kind of exosuits. I think they call them javelins. And it kind of reminded me of Iron Man because the chick in it, she's like, here, I haven't explored this part of the world yet. Let's go over here. And she jumped off this cliff and then just
That's crazy.
was like flying around like Iron Man style.
That's crazy.
And it looked incredible. Like the world was so gorgeous.
Just
like
amazing.
Yeah, I mean, games already on the consoles and systems and everything we have now, games look incredible, you know?
Oh yeah, by far.
But this stuff was blowing me out of the water. And that's the thing too, like I told you before the show even started, we don't have 4K displays. So if we had 4K,
really seeing it.
Exactly, we're not seeing it at the full potential. So I'm sure if we had a 4K monitor, you know, if we were watching that in 4K too, like it would have looked even better.
It could have.
And then on that, yeah, on Anthem, I don't think we're anywhere close to knowing a release date.
Hi.
It's probably going to be quite a ways off. It's probably pretty safe to say it's going to be next year. But yeah, I'm stoked. November 7th, $4.99. I'm glad we finally got to see.
Wait, so it is November 7th?
Yeah, November 7th.
Oh.
No, the 1X.
I know, I just thought it was November, not November 7th.
No, I said that so many times today.
November 7th is gonna be a payday for me.
The Xbox One X. November 7th. $4.99.
I only heard.
Hey, Solaris. Thank you so much for that host.
Yes.
Hey, Axelmeister. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by the show.
I just didn't hear the 7 part. I always heard November, so I'm like, oh, November. I wonder what day in November, and that's why I brought up the whole Black Friday thing. But then I get it, November 7th.
Jesus. Yeah,
You could just kill me some days. It's okay.
Yeah, that's right. I probably could. But yeah, so and then like we said, well, actually, there's another conference tonight too. We have Bethesda's in 2 hours.
2 hours. You know what that means? At least one more episode of Orange is the New Black.
You what?
I said 2 hours. That means at least one more episode of Orange is the New Black. I'm on episode 6 out of 11.
What up, Solaris? We're doing all right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm in a little bit of tooth pain, but it's not killing me. I guess I'm okay. What's really getting to me is this heat. It's hot. But I got good news. If anybody cares. Contacts in 2 weeks. Contacts in 2 weeks.
All right. Yeah, and tonight's show.
And a new pair of glasses, actually.
Yeah, and then so tonight, so we have Bethesda tonight. tomorrow morning, the PC Gaming Show, Ubisoft, and Sony. PC Gaming Show, Ubisoft, and Sony is all tomorrow.
I took some of these. I was replying to his comment. They actually kind of help.
Want to know a cure for tooth pain?
Oh.
Yeah, that would probably be good to know.
Clove? I heard clove's good.
Clove.
Clove. You just get like the clove and you like hold it. And then also whiskey. Holding whiskey. But what sucks is it's right here, here, and here.
Yeah, how about, just pulling them?
Right? Get me some dentures.
Won't be pain if it ain't there. You'd be surprised. Right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
No, you didn't. We're good. So, but yeah, Bethesda's show tonight. You're gonna have to watch because I know, you're a big fan of Bethesda's.
Yes. Are they gonna come out with a new Fallout?
Well, they're working on a VR version of Fallout 4. I'm sure we're gonna see that. And the thing is, I don't think we would hear anything on a new Fallout for a long time, because they
rotate.
They rotate,
Skyrim.
yeah. They usually rotate between that and Skyrim. Or, well, Elder Scrolls. Skyrim was the name of that, Elder Scrolls. So, I would tend to believe that we would hear about a new Elder Scrolls before we would hear about a new Fallout.
I think so, yeah.
So that, I don't think there's really been any rumors. I think it's probably too close. I don't think there's been enough time for that. I mean, I don't know. You never know. I mean, these teams are huge, and these teams are huge. I mean, I'm surprised BioWare already has this game Anthem that they're working on. You know what I mean? Because they just finished Andromeda not that long ago. I mean, yeah, because like I said, these developers are huge, and then they break off, a certain amount of people, put them in the team here to start working on this.
And then that makes sense. I got you Elder Scrolls for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You loved it. And I still haven't played it, but watching you play it makes me just want to play Fallout.
Yeah. Yeah, so Lars, did you see the Xbox show? Because that's what we've been pretty much talking about most in this episode.
Yeah.
We finally got to see the Scorpio, named, unveiled, and release date announced. I thought it looked good. I kind of want to touch on that again. It looked very good.
It's sexy.
It is.
It looks very sexy. It actually kind of reminded me of PlayStation, only without the lines and the slant. It's more box, but like the way it was gorgeous.
See, and the thing is, I didn't mention earlier too, is that almost sexy.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it too is that they said it's actually, there's that actually word again.
Actually, but like totally, you are like the sexiest like guy I've ever seen.
They said it's the smallest console they've ever made. So that's even smaller than the S.
So it's gonna be smaller than that one?
Well, okay, here's the thing. Okay, the 1S is smaller than that one. And then the 1X is going to be smaller than that. If it's the smallest one they've ever made. Yeah,
that might be good for what little space we have.
Exactly. Yeah, the name of the Scorpio is going to be Xbox One X.
X. Not S. X.
Exactly. There's going to be so much confusion over that.
I don't think there's going to be too much confusion because it's like X, S. S is a little more... X is more...
Well, here's the thing. That
even makes sense.
That's the thing. You're not going to have confusion on it amongst gamers and stuff like that already. You're probably going to have confusion on it amongst like more casual gamers and... I mean, I don't want to say like parents and stuff like that because parents always have confusion over anything, but...
Not us. Once we become parents.
Oh, he's He's like, F me, looks good. Black too. Yeah, you probably just looked at a picture of it, right?
It looks so good.
It looks good. I mean, I should have been more prepared and saved some of the images, and then I could have pulled them up onto the stream. I think I would probably be able to. Yep, there it is right there. We just pulled it up right here.
It's so sexy. It's just like in the little slot where the game goes in.
Yeah, see, and that's probably like the sensor. There's that little button right here. There's another one there. That's probably to sync. You got the USB on the front instead of the side. This is what I'm hoping though. That button right there. I hope that doesn't turn it on, because how many times do I accidentally bump that and accidentally turn on the console when I don't want to?
Xbox on.
Oh, look. We didn't see like other...
Xbox on.
I don't think I have it set up yet again.
Boop boop.
I don't remember how I was doing that last time.
I don't know. I know my brother-in-law and sister, it was funny, I was over there one time and they're like, Xbox on, and the other one's Xbox off, and the other one's Xbox on. Obviously it's not good for the console, but
no,
it's still kind of funny to be a shit. It's just fun. Can't help it.
Yeah, I think it looks incredible.
It does. It looks really good. Kind of reminds me of the old PlayStation one where it's like
more square.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm glad that they went with that design, because literally, like I said,
I'm glad they went with that color because it's not quite black. It's like an ashy gray black.
No, it looked pretty deep black.
It's kind of like an ashy gray black.
It's like a flat black though. It's like a matte black.
Ashy.
Yeah.
Look at them, all those holes. Ventilation.
Internal power supply too. You're not gonna have that big brick power supply that we have back there behind the TV. It's in the console.
That'll be nice.
The first time they did that was with the 1S.
My water. Oh, my water's not gone yet.
Is that a robot dance? Right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. But
no, Tony, don't upgrade. Have you seen those memes?
No.
Do you want to know what it's about?
Iron Man?
It's the Iron Man suit as a Cyberman. And it says, no, Tony, don't do the upgrades.
Alright.
Can't help it.
But yeah, I touched a little bit on this earlier. But I think the big feather in their cap that is really going to push a lot of consoles for them, though, is PUBG being announced as a console launch exclusive. I really did not think that we were going to be seeing a console version of PUBG this soon. Because it was awesome. PlayerUnknown himself was there. He came out on the stage and announced this. I heard him on the Game Informer podcast a couple weeks ago, and he said that they were more concentrated on getting the PC version out of early access and get it fully completed, which he thought it was going to be in at least a couple months, and then after that, he said they were going to concentrate on consoles. Well, obviously, behind the scenes, they've been working on it the whole time.
I have a question.
Because if it's a console launch exclusive, that means it's going to be coming out when the 1X launches on November 7th. So that's a lot sooner than I thought.
I have a question.
What?
What happened to Scorpio?
It's on the phone.
We always do it on the phone.
I know, we haven't done it the last couple times though.
Oh.
Remember 45-minute limit, and if we have guests that can't hear us?
Oh.
Because inebriation was supposed to show up.
Okay. Okay. I was just curious. 'Cause, I mean, if we don't need to spend $5 on Spreaker, that's a pack of smokes.
You two ever thought of doing a Q&A section? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we always want to do
down.
that. I mean, that's why we always interact and with people in chat and stuff.
Well, that,
I mean, a lot
and
of the times, I mean, this directory, the talk show directory on here is
yeah,
really
but
bad. It's toxic
even
as hell.
the ones that we did on Spreaker, it was always like send us feedback and comments or questions, or let us know what you think of what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, when we used to record it on that app for our audio versions, we only had a 45-minute time limit.
And a lot of times we're out in the car.
Now we've just been doing this where we stream it and then I'll post it on YouTube.
And then I share it on Facebook.
Yeah. I mean, eventually I want to get to it again to where we'll have audio versions. I mean, I don't know. We're still kind of trying to figure it all out. I'm still trying to get it to where we have guests a lot. I'm still trying to get like a Destiny podcast together to start doing those on Thursdays, and I want to start I want to start featuring streamers, like have a different streamer from Team MZ like every week or every other week, or maybe a streamer of the month or something, you know, like have once a month and doing doing an interview with them. And
we got tambourines. Just kidding, we don't have tambourines. It's just a dance.
I mean, because trust me, because I'm trying to get it to where there's more people on the show that know more about video games. You know, I mean, she knows a lot about video games, yeah, and she loves video games and stuff. But like the Xbox conference, she didn't even watch today, so I can't even really talk about it with her.
Orange is the New Black was on, okay? I'm still a female. I like my Orange is the New Black show. It's season premiere.
I didn't say that's fine.
I was gonna watch my last night, but that tooth pain was killing me. And then you woke me up a few times to get me to move, and you scared me each time, and I'm like, it's just like terrified. But I'm gonna watch it.
Pretty funny.
It was funny to see me scared.
No, just like it was just kind of funny, like because I didn't really touch it. It was just like, hey, like, come on, move over, and you're like, like, what the hell?
What's going on? I do remember when you came down to like actually go to bed. You're like, please rub me. I'm like, my tooth hurts. And that's what I did.
Sounds bad. All right, but yeah.
Oops.
In summary of the Xbox show, I think they knocked it out of the park. I mean, they like I said, they hit every note. They did everything that everyone said that they wanted to see, pretty much. You know, I mean, all the pre-E3 stuff that we did, there were, you know, the few things they had to hit on was you know, naming the Scorpio release date, price point, and all that. They nailed that, and then the lack of console exclusives, and 22 console exclusives. Pretty much everything they showed was a world premiere of an exclusive.
Wait, so even Life is Strange 2 is exclusive to Xbox?
No, that was one that wasn't. No.
Oh, okay, because you said pretty much everything. I'm like, well, wait, what?
No, that was actually one of the very few that was not. I don't think Anthem is one either. I think Anthem might be on
so
multi-platform.
If they showed
not positive, but
if they showed Life is Strange on Xbox, do you think they'll show Life is Strange on PlayStation?
You mean like tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
No. Once it was already shown, because what they do, Xbox paid that developer for the rights to show it at their conference. So it's not like they're gonna show it at Xbox and then show it the next day at Sony. For instance, here's a better example. You know, Bungie and, well, that's the wrong thing to say. Activision and Sony have this exclusive content deal with Destiny all the time. For instance, Destiny 2 is going to be shown tomorrow at the Sony thing, not the Xbox one.
Comprende.
Because they do these deals.
Is that a real word? Comprende?
Comprende, yeah.
That's how you say it in Spanish?
Comprende, yeah.
Comprende.
Yeah.
Comprende.
God. Let's see. Featuring streamer, would it be other streamers either? than just MZ members bringing the word of other streamers as a whole. I would be down doing streamers as a whole, not necessarily just Team MZ. Yeah. I mean, I'd be down to do indie, any streamer really, even if they're kind of a bigger one, you know. Like I don't really see. I think really the only kind of I'm trying to think of the word. Only kind of
Comprende.
The only kind of prerequisite or anything I would like him to have is that they're just a good person, you know. They're not an arrogant
Comprende.
dick. God.
I get pre-screening. I'm getting delusional. It's so hot in here.
I know. We're gonna wrap up the podcast part, and then I'm gonna get back into streaming. I'm probably gonna jump into Neo though.
I'm gonna get
play
back
that
into
some more.
OINTB. ONTIOB. Did I say that right?
Probably not.
OINTB. Orange is
OITNB.
OITNB.
Yeah, understood. All right, but okay, real quick. Okay, so Bethesda shows tonight. I don't really have any expectations. Like, I can't think of anything like specific that I hope to say or see. I guess the only thing I could really say is that I hope Elder Scrolls 6, maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be dope if we see something about a new Elder Scrolls.
That was yes in sign language.
I'm trying to remember. I'm brain farting really bad. I can't think of some of the other stuff they're working on, but
I know.
And then tomorrow on Sony, so we got to talk real quick about what Sony needs to do, because Xbox killed it.
Yeah. Go on.
This is a fucking train wreck.
It is not. Relax.
Yeah, I mean, so we already know that they dropped the price point, so that kind of made the PS4 platforms a little more. I mean, what they need to do actually is, if they lower the price point of the Pro, that could take a little bit of air out of the sales of Xbox. But the thing I'm most stoked about to see from the Sony conference tomorrow, though, is Destiny 2. Like, that's pretty much the bottom line.
Yep, I'm excited to see that tomorrow too.
And God of War and Days Gone.
Watch it. And
yeah, tomorrow at 7 our time.
And I will watch the Xbox one, so I know what he's talking about.
All right, but that is going to do it for this week's episode of the podcast.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. I mean, if you're in the stream right now, don't go anywhere. I'm still gonna keep streaming. I'm gonna be jumping into some Neo here in a second. But I do upload this to YouTube later, so if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry. But if you like that video somehow, hit that thumbs up button, sub to the channel for more content, and we'll see you next week.
Deuces.
3:30.